Good luck with what? What are we talking about? Good luck with what? Wow. Hey, Viv. Haven't seen you around these parts in a while. How are you doing? I'm eating a graham cracker. How you doing? How's it going in your part? Hi. Hi. Raven. Little DeAndre. Vivi. The real random historian. Welcome in. I'm eating a graham cracker. Eating a graham cracker. Can't go wrong with a graham cracker. Unless it's an ounce cracker. Then it wouldn't be a graham cracker. Yes. What have you been up to lately, other than hibernation, Beam? What have you been up to lately? What brings you back to my neck of the woods? You miss me? How am I doing? I'm doing good, normal. I'm normal as usual. You know how it is. Same me, same every day. Pain? I'm in constant pain. You too! Constant pain as well. Good. A man or woman to my own heart. Today is a ChronoStory day. As it has been for a while. How many days in a row has it been ChronoStory? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So many days in a row we've done ChronoStory. With very little sabbaticals from it. Oh, you did miss. Aw, that's how it is. You did miss me. Good. You've already succumbed to the infection then. Excellent. That's only stage 1. Stages 9 through 99. I mean, stages 2 through 99. I'll leave those as a surprise. I'll leave those as a surprise. Oh no. Hello, Iro. We're my wife and I went and swam in a lake today. That was fun. That was fun. We swam in a lake. It's really hot out. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, but today it was really hot. So we submerged ourselves in a lake. I just took a shower to get all the lake gunk off me. I got all the lake gunk off of me, and now I'm better. Nice and sufficiently cooled. Let's get, hello, welcome in. Shell. How full up though, Shell? Why? Why would I want to know about molecular clouds? No. Where am I from? Well, I was born in ancient Rome, and traveled around a little bit the last couple thousand years, and now I reside now I reside in a bunker somewhere in the middle of Colorado. It's for my, they say it's for my own safety, but I feel like I'm here under experimentation purposes. You searched up farticle accelerator, and there it was, the soundtrack of your life. Lovely. That sounds about right. That sounds familiar, Iro. In short, it's the womb of the universe. Yeah, for sure. Let me turn the music down a little bit, too loud. And then we can get the game open. So I have something to do while I chat at you guys, and it's not just me just sitting here shoving graham crackers in my mouth. I mean, I could just continue to shove graham crackers in my mouth. To be fair, that is something I could do, but I don't really want to do that. I've had my fill of graham cracker. Yippee, a game! That's right, we're gonna get the game open. Let me actually get the game open. Bam. And let's get onto the game screen so everyone can see what I am doing. There and there. Remember when I was farming robot drone things? Robot drone things. In this game? In MapleStory? I mean, there are those in MapleStory. I don't know if they're in this version yet. Oop. I don't know if they're in this version yet. Possibly. I don't remember. Let's get in. We're going to be doing our Guzzlinger. Oh, there's someone here. We'll have to change channels. Oh, no. Our Gruzzlinger. Actually, Myth 1, the picture you see on... Okay, Boots Void is actually Bernard68, a molecular cloud. Boots Void. Yeah, I've heard the Boots Void is really big. Specifically. Bigger than we can observe from where we are in space, essentially. Let me move. Booties. Hello. There we go. Okay. We got basically a full inventory. We'll deal with that first, and then we'll add... I'll do that now. .tv. The reason it looks like Boots Void is because Bernard, yeah, is pitch black in the photos, making it look like a void. Yeah. Well, it's not like an actual void. There are voids in space, just not there. I don't think. Actually, no. Boots Void exists. I guess there is a void called Boots Void. I think the largest void, but different. Why you like that? I enjoy it. Someone says booties, and I go, yay, booty. They said booty. I'm good with it. Yep, it's very voids are very devoid of galaxies specifically. If a void appears, galaxies tend to not go into them, and the only ones that are in them are generally ones that were there when the void formed. So there's usually not very many galaxies in those voids. They're kind of forced out of the voids. In the void. I can go into the void. I can become the void. I've become the void. There we go. I'm now the void. I've become void. Void form. Void form. I have become darkness. Boo, 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 boo. Change it back? Okay. There you go. You have, everyone has, fart jokes are always funny. Fart jokes and butt jokes, they're always funny. They're evergreen. You're tuned in, Burpins? Oh, Mesos Plox. Thanks, Rintaro. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you've tuned in. I'd absolutely give you those Maslows if you know it wasn't a hardcore server. Not that I have a ton. I have 3 Mesos. Poopy. Yeah. The booty. The song would be from Ellen Forest? Ellen Forest? Which is usually in, it's in the gate to the, like an actual portal to the past in Eos Tower, which we may get in the future. It is the main quest area for, it's part of the main quest area for Iran, and was introduced when Iran was made. It also is home to one of the coolest PQs, Poison PQ. You make music? Nice. One of the coolest PQs, Poison PQ, where you take over another pseudo-class type dealie. What should you make? Music? I don't know, man. I make something that sounds fun. I believe in you. I believe in you. Ellen PQ would be awesome. Boo, boo, boo. Booty Nickel Star? I mean, yeah. There's a lot of quasars out there. I forget if quasars are specifically black holes that shoot out the gamma rays, or if quasars could be stars too. I think they can be. Boo boo. Level 99, 50%, no gear to equip when you reach it. Reach what? Level 100? Which? Level 100? You gotta get to 107 before you can... 107 before you get your, like, good gear. Booty Nickel Star? I think that's a funny name. 100 armor. There isn't very many armor pieces that are level 100. You don't really need the level 100 armor per se. Some classes do well with level 100 armor. I believe the pirate level 100 armor has really high strength, which is very good for a buccaneer. But generally speaking, the level 100 armor isn't like exactly necessary for every class. There's a lot of classes that have really good armor that isn't level 100. Like the warrior armor, a lot of the time, the level 90 or even level 80 stuff is just as good. If not somewhat better. I don't think they're actually, I realize what I'm saying. I don't think you can really get the level 100 warrior armor as much right now, but my point still stands. You feel like the only clueless one, that's fine. Fun fact, NASA sent out the parkour probe, and it's the closest thing to the sun that any man-made object, and it came out unscathed. That's cool. That's cool. Parkour. That's cool. A lot of space facts right now for some reason. For whatever reason, we got someone out here just bombarding me with facts from space for whatever reason. You're a warrior actually farming for Black Neos and Black Neos bottom. Okay, yeah. My warrior stuff is pretty good for my mains. You might go. You're gonna leave, Vive. You're gonna leave me already. You've only been here for 10 minutes because I'm not playing Grounded. I get it. I understand. You press enter by accident. That's fine. No, so. Peter Parker. I'm gonna go. Oh. Well, have a good day, Vive. Thanks for popping in at least and saying hi. I appreciate it. Chat's a little wacko right now, but that's fine. I main a DK at the moment, and I also have a high-level hero. Both of them are 125. High level, quote. I don't really want to get any of my characters past 125 before 4th job comes out. I would like to be able to train at 125 and not want to fucking pull my hair out because the best spot is still way underneath my level. That's all just with okay. That's cool. You pulling all this off of Google? What's this game about? This is a grinding game. You level up your characters, and then you can do bossing at end game. You play with other players. You level up. Why to? Why to what? Why too serious? Vive. My hero's on the other account. My DK's on this account. I also have a bowman that's level 125. Which is cool. Working on this fucking gunslinger. This guzzlinger. Having fun with it. Outlaw's pretty cool. This level is hell though. Although to be fair, it's not as hell as leveling up any warrior in this level range. Every warrior in this level range can there's no way out of it. It just feels like shit. What are you gonna do about it, right? Piss, shit, and cry? Probably. It is a rough level range for warriors. Both days apparently gonna fix it at some point. He mentioned that he's gonna fix it at some point. Best way to fix it, in my opinion, is just to kind of even out this the scaling of the mob experience, essentially. Like, the best experience you can get from a mob is like 500 at this level range. Unless you go to a place that's way higher level than you, which isn't fun. It should go up to 1200 EXP. It like easily should. For like Darkstone Golems should be giving like 700 EXP at least. You know? And they're giving 400. Like, consider this. At level 75, the EXP goes from the level 70 mobs being around like 600 or 700 EXP. At level 75, it like jumps up to like 1600. It like more than doubles in most cases. If not triples, yeah. Which is dumb. That's not a good curve. Level 50 mobs should be around the EXP rate of Darkstone Golems, about 400 to 500. At level 60 mobs should be around 700 to 900. Actually, no. Level 60 mobs should be around 600 to 900. And then level 70 mobs should be around 1,000 to like 1,200. If not like 1,400 EXP. Just to make the curve more accurate to what it should be. Exactly, right? I mean, we shouldn't be getting as much as level 75 mobs get, which is to say, like, starting at the low end of 1,600 EXP, I think, is the lowest that you can get, essentially. No, it should go up to like 1,200, maybe 1,400 at the most at level 70. I'd be happy with 1,000. Just give us 1x EXP jesters in the chimney map in NLC. They gave 1k EXP each. And that was at 1x EXP in MapleStory, like regular MapleStory. And they were level 70. They didn't have high defense. Yeah. There's a lot of people that are like, nah, the level curve is good. Like, no, it's not. Everyone complains about it. It sucks. No one likes this level range, except for maybe like fire poison mages that can just skip it. Like a fire poison mage is gonna go from level 50 to 80 in a day, essentially. Reflecto, welcome in. How you doing? How goes it? How goes it, friendo? Boo, boo, boo. You're great. Love to hear it. Boo, 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 boo. Ow. Ow, hiccup. I haven't played a single Tony Hawk Pro Skater or skate game in probably like 25 years. No, closer to 20 years. Yeah, it's been like 20 years. Not that I was ever good at them or bad at them per se. I just was like mediocre. But I'd consider playing the skate games at some point. They've been on my radar for a long time. It's not really in my wheelhouse of games I generally play. I generally play MMOs, roguelikes, and roguelites, and then card games. Those are my a lot of MapleStory like games, regular MMOs, roguelites and roguelites, and card games. That's my general thing. I stick those three generally. Oh yeah, and like survival. Okay, four types, and like survival, like open world games. So that would be, oh hey Krez. So that would be like Minecraft and whatnot. Valheim, games like those. I don't play those very often. I play those with my wife if I'm playing them at all on stream. What's up, Kraz? How you doing? The second time farts have been brought up this stream. You're doing good? Lovely to hear that. Lovely to hear that you're doing good. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. I got back from my wife and I went down and swam in a lake. We don't have those in California. All we have is desert. But now that we're in the Midwest, lots of lakes. Land of the lakes. Yeah, lake. We swam in a lake. Took a shower when we got back, and now I'm nice and clean. Equip tab is full. I just sold everything. I just now sold everything. That's some lies and slander. Hey Roy. Good girl. Thanks, Roy. I appreciate it. Were y'all skinny dipping? No, we were in like a public lake. Not that stops me normally, but you know. Public is just a suggestion. For sure. Silly Roy, there's no whales in lakes. That makes no sense. You been drinking tonight, sir? You know why I pulled you over tonight? Breathe into this breathalyzer real quick. Looks like I've been driving under the influence. Please step out of the vehicle, sir. Only another level and a half, and then we can do another 999 quest. Finally, get the fuck out of here for a while. I think once we hit around level 60, if I bring in my alt character on my other account, I can probably go to Blood Harps or something. Something like that. I can go to a higher level area, maybe Crappies, something like that. T 12 more streams until 420. Yeah, I gotta step my game up. Let's get 77 more followers in 12 streams, and then we'll have 420 followers for stream 420. Am I gonna win? There's no winning MapleStory, really. At least not this version. This is an MMO. Make Kara the host of the 420th stream. Getting 77 followers before then? No, that's not even rare. That's the type of shit that happens if like a huge streamer decided to raid me. Or like a huge streamer decided to shout me out on their channel or some shit. I don't know any huge streamers. I know Paper Bag I say paper bag because everyone knows who she is. Roy, you don't know. She changed her name to Jane as a VTuber. Jane Curie is now her username. But like, she used to be a bigger streamer. Now she's more of a smaller streamer again. Still bigger than me, but like medium. I know like one other kind of. They're not huge. Zhao usually has a consistent amount of viewers. A lot of them are as mods though. He brings in a lot of people he knows into his streams, which is fine. Like that's so if you have a large enough friend base that will devote themselves to coming to your stream every time and padding out your view count, that's great. That's awesome. A few streamers like 1K to 5K people for sure. Zhao usually has between 5 and like 10. I these days have had a pretty consistent view count between 5 and 10 as well. On Twitch alone. And then there's also YouTube to consider, which can fluctuate. Sometimes I have like 30. Sometimes I have like 2. Right now we have 1. And that's fine. Are you like friends with a few streamers that usually pull like 1K to 5K people at every stream? Or you just know of them? Because I know of them. That's cool of them. So you are friends with them. That's cool. Getting in with the big crowd, Roy. Getting in with that big crowd. Don't need little old me no more. He's pulling big time. She's gonna be a big shot, you guys. She's gonna be a big shot. I don't know that many big streamers. I kind of hesitate to go into them. Now is his chance to be a big shot for sure. One of these days, Roy's just gonna jump up from his like 80 followers to like 2,000 just in like one go, and it's not gonna be bots. I dread that day for me, by the way. I dread that day when we finally have some asshole come in with like a bot script and has like 10,000 people follow me all at once, all bots. Because getting rid of 10,000 bot follows is hell on earth. Because you have to ban them all. All that does is fuck you over a bit. That's fun. That's still fun. It's still fun. VTubers or non-VTubers, Roy? VTubers or non-VTubers? If you get big, you'll raid me? Hell yeah. And if I get big, I'll also raid you. I'll raid all my friends if I get big. At the moment, I'm like really tiny. So I try to raid out the people that will help bolster me a little bit, right? Rather than raiding friends and stuff, because I'm not gonna be a big help to you. Right? It's gonna be people who already know you. Mixed streamers? Oh, I see. Even you one day, of course. If I become big and you're still small at the time, Kraz, absolutely I'll be raiding you. And Roy and Zhao. Depends. Honey's more likely to get big faster than me, which is weird. Very strange when I stream every fucking day. Although it could be partially because I'm playing a shit ass game like Minecraft, like MapleStory. Meet your papa. Daddy. Yes, daddy. Thank you, papa. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. Papa 2 teeth. I have more than 2 teeth, but I do have the 2 buck teeth as my design aesthetic. I might do a 2.0 model at some point too. It'll still have the buck teeth. I just have to figure out how to get the teeth to work with any change to the model. You can see him sometimes when I open my mouth and when I smile sometimes. I'm not gonna pull open the model to like get rid of the teeth shit and show the horrors. I've done that before. I've already made that joke. It's not that I don't want to rip my skin off. It's that I don't want to open the file. I don't want to search and find it, and open it, and then pull it up on stream for a short gag. If I'm gonna do a 2.0 model, I am a skinwalker for sure. If I am gonna do a 2.0 model, it's gonna be a lot like my wife's model. Let me pull that one open because that's easier to pull open because I don't have to actually do shit. It'll be more like this model, right? With like the bean mouth, but with better functionality. Being able to wink would be good. Wink. Oh, I need more light. I think. There. Wink. Wink. No, wink. There we go. It's a little lot. Congratulations on the transition, bro. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. But like, like this, I would more facial stuff. Right. The mouth on this character is very cute. Hello, Derpy. I was showing my wife's model and giving an example of how I would do kind of a 2.0 model. This is my wife's model I made. More over like the mouth movement. Kind of. It has some wonkiness to it that I don't like, but at least it's kind of responsive. A little bit, which is fine. It could be a little bit more responsive than it is, but it's fine. It's fine. Also, she tends to blink one eye at a time for some reason. Whatever. Go back to my model. My model is a little bit more polished. Hers is a little bit more advanced, but mine's more polished. Look at me looking right. Not what I wanted to do exactly, but fine. Shit. There. Perfect. What's up, Dirt, by the way? What's up? Hers is more advanced. Mine is more polished. The only thing is I don't really know how I would be able to do my mouth properly, because the problem with my mouth is two pieces. I got the top, the bottom, and then like the interior. right? Hers has an interior, but hers hers is a singular solid piece. There's no top and bottom. It's just one overlay, and then the interior. I have to do a top and bottom because I need the buck teeth to pop out overlapping the bottom lip. And I can't really do that with a singular piece like my wife's, at least not without learning how to do that somehow. It doesn't really make sense to me. Quick call with your old man. Meanwhile, Kraz calls his old man. Stop calling me old man. You're old and I don't care. And then he hangs up the phone. Don't call me again, old man. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? You're old. Get on my life, old man. Yeah. Exactly. Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo. This old man won't stop calling me. I saw that you do use it every once in a while. On occasion. I've heard you speak one time. Usually you are silent as the grave. Usually. But sometimes you use the model I gave you. And despite that, you're still growing. Usually people hate silent streamers. You gotta constantly be talking. You gotta constantly be up dog, otherwise you're not gonna get people to interact with your streams, and they're not gonna stick around. They're gonna hear that you're not doing anything and just leave. If you're on PS5, you don't. I mean, for sure. I wasn't trying to trick you. I just wanted to use up dog in conversation. I couldn't think of the word I wanted to use there, so I replaced it with up dog. That's too easy of one to trick any of you with it. And if any of you did be like, oh, but what's up, dog? I don't know what that is. That would be pity, which isn't what I was looking for. I just wanted to use up dog in a sentence because I couldn't think of the word I wanted to use. I didn't want to stutter or and ah and try to figure out some other similar word. No, just replace. If you can't think of the word you want to say, just replace it with up dog. As it should be. How much strength do I need for this 60? 2. Exactly, Roy. Don't updog me. I'll updog your face with my mom. You know who else updog? My mom. Badoo, badoo, badoo. Toasted ham. What are my thoughts on 4th job so far? I only really play 3 classes that I've gotten past level 120. All 3 of them are 125. I don't want to get them past that because I want to be able to train with 4th job on those classes. I have a Bowmaster, I have a Hero, and I have a Dark Knight. Or DK. All 3 of them need some TLC. Hero My thoughts on Gunslinger. The reason I made a Gunslinger is because when they showed off the pirates originally, I made a Buccaneer and I got it to 65 before Bote revised it, right? And he got rid of the Kamehameha, which was the only reason I was making a Buccaneer. So I stopped playing the Buccaneer, and now I'm playing, you know, a Gunslinger, a Groslinger. And it's the only class where I've seen no one has any complaints about it whatsoever. Like, the only complaints people really have is the ship is kind of useless. Like, they could update it. Like, I don't care. They made it so all of your mobbing from third job works fine. In fact, works well. And is better. And same with your DPS from it. Like, the only reason to use the ship is for single target DPS. And I don't plan on bossing, and I don't plan on using the ship. So I don't care about the ship as much. I don't have any complaints about it. I love everything else about Gunslinger. Very, very fun. Gigantic flamethrower is ridiculous. And the fucking wings plus recoil shot is ridiculous as well. For DK, my only complaints about DK is it could use the Dark Impale is a little bit undertuned, mostly because it has no vertical range at all. They need to make it at least as big of a hitbox as the third jobs at the main mobbing skill. Otherwise, it's not going to be used. You're just going to use your third job skills. Possibly increase the hit count to 8 would be better too, so you can match third job as well. Otherwise, I think the damage is basically fine. It could use more damage, but like, everyone's gonna want more damage, right? I don't think DK really needs more damage specifically. It just needs to hit more mobs with their mobbing skill. Maybe it could use some boss percent on Impale. If it's intended that Dark Impale is gonna be your bossing skill, it needs some boss percent on it, maybe. I don't think it needs more damage against regular mobs, though, really. It just needs to hit more mobs and have a bigger hitbox. For Hero, I have the unpopular opinion. I think they should get rid of Brandish. I posted a thing on the Hero subreddit, sub thing on this Discord. I posted a thing in the suggestions for fourth job. I think that Brandish takes away from DK more than it gives to it. I think it gets rid of all the work the Bote put in to make Hero good throughout the other things. And I think Hero is a little bit weak in third job. It could use a little buff in third job, right? I feel like you don't start feeling strong as a DK in third job, or a Hero in third job, until you get to like level fucking 130. And by then you should have fourth job, so that doesn't matter. It should feel good by like level 80, you know? Just like every third job. It should feel fine. Hear about the ESO update? I bet you're hyped. I am tangent on the ESO update. I did hear about the ESO update. A lot of fun there with it. I do not think it's gonna bring me back into the game. I do not think it's gonna bring me back into the game at all. Mostly because they did the one thing about I'm just short tangent on this. Sorry, Toasted Ham. I'll go back onto your shit in a second. I gotta answer Roy before I forget. The one thing I've been asking in ESO for years is replayability with their main overland stuff. And the main thing that they need to do is add vet overland to the overland, which they did. But the problem is they did it the exact way that I said they shouldn't do it. The only way that they shouldn't do it is just make it a sliding scale where you can choose how hard the mobs hit you and how much you are nerfed, essentially. All it does is nerf you. It's a little slider that lets you choose how hard you're nerfed against normal mobs, and that's not fun in my opinion. I think that's the boring way to go about it. The way that needs to be done is more mechanics to mini bosses. ChronoStory, that's right. This is ChronoStory. I'm talking about ESO at the moment for just a second before I go back to my tangent on on the changes I think hero need. And the other class that I play, Bowmaster. Oh, Bowmaster. They did shit to it. They made a decision I don't like with it, and of course they might change it later, and that's fine. I don't think it breaks the game. I don't think it gives me what I want for the Overland stuff, and I don't think it's gonna bring me back to the game. I like Werewolf. I'll make a Werewolf probably, and I'll be able to play one. I updated my Templar already, and it does just stupid damage. But I don't think it's like the strongest shit ever. Maybe I have to tweak it a little bit, make sure all my skills are right. I don't know. I wasn't able to play around with my Warden because my Warden doesn't have one of its skills leveled up all the way. And I didn't realize that was the case, even though I've been playing this Warden for like fucking 10 years. Literally like 10 years. And I still don't have one of the skill lines leveled up because I don't play a healer ever. And it's a healer skill line, so I don't abuse it. Maybe once they update Warden. I think Warden is the next update class. Once we get the Warden update, I'll be able to update my Warden. Anyway, off of the ESO stuff, other than I will play it maybe on stream a little bit, but I don't think it's going to bring me back to the game fully. I might be able to stream it a little bit, but it's still not what I want, really. Okay, Hero. For Hero in this game, I think Brandish is kind of a mistake. All it really does is take away from... One, it takes away from the class. We either make it a mobbing skill or a bossing skill or both, right? If you make it both, it can't be really good at either of them. It'll be slightly better than Slash Blast. It'll be slightly better than Power Strike. It's gonna lose out on all the buffs both of those skills got since third job came out and second job came out. Like, Bote worked really hard to make those skills usable, and they could use more buffs than they have, but it gets rid of all the buffs that they did get, and it doesn't make for a good bossing. It's a fine bossing skill. Is it that much better than Power Strike? Not really. Is it a good mobbing skill? It's okay. Is it better than Slash Blast? Arguable. So what's the problem there? The problem is it can't be both a bossing and a mobbing skill. If you make it a good bossing skill, it's going to trivialize mobbing. If you make it a good mobbing skill that's nice and balanced, it's not going to be good at bossing. So remove Brandish and give us a thing that buffs Slash Blast and Power Strike. That's my opinion. It could easily be giving them new animations, making their hitboxes bigger, making Power Strike more like whatever, right? More like Brandish and then whatever. I think that I am arguing that there should be a dedicated bossing skill and a dedicated mobbing skill for sure. I don't think adding two skills there is the way to go about it. For one, it gets rid of all the like quality of life and buffs that were given to the base two skills, right? Like he's been working with those since the classic game, since he started making ChronoStory. Those are the skills that he's been buffing for Hero, and getting rid of the stuff that he's worked on so far kind of sucks. Plus, if you do make it so you have both a bossing skill and a mobbing skill, then you have to allocate 60 skill points to do that. Or every time you want to go bossing, you have to respec to get rid of your mobbing skill to instead get your bossing skill. And that's fine, but you could just put them in one skill and have it be ostensibly it just buffs the two base class skills, right? I am essentially saying give it two new skills. I mean, for sure. So does Paladin. So does Corsair. But like Hero is supposed to be the very simple class where you have a very simple kit. There isn't that many skills in Hero's kit, for the most part. There isn't that many skills. So giving them a whole shit ton of skills you have to use is fine. But I feel like that kind of undermines the design philosophy of the class in the first place. You know what I mean? It's like giving a champion fighter in 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons like spell slots, and now you're a half caster. Also you have a breath weapon now for some reason, and you have like 69 different types of arrows you gotta decide to use whenever you attack something. You know, it's just you don't need to make it complicated. Hero is supposed to be the simple class. Keep it simple, stupid. Just make it one skill. It already has the skills built in. You don't change your hotbar whatsoever. You use exactly what you're using before. It's just they have new animations and new like tooltips, but they still have all of their functionality they had before. So, for example, instead of designing a new skill that has to fold in all of the stuff from like the orb buffs and shit, just change the animation as part of a buff skill, essentially. You like Brandish? I mean, like, make Slash Blast. No, make Power Strike more like how Brandish was when Brandish was announced. 3 targets, high damage. It's a bossing skill that can hit 3 targets. You know what I mean? It would essentially be Brandish, but it's no longer your mobbing skill. It's not really technically called Brandish either in this case. It would just be more of a design choice than anything, to make it more simple to kind of wrap your head around. It should be. I mean, like, the reason why it's a bossing skill that hits 3 targets is because you're supposed to be not a single target bosser like a assassin or like a Night Lord or a marksman or a Bowmaster. You need to be able to hit multiple arms of Zack, and you're supposed to also hit multiple heads of Horntail. That's like the benefit of your 3 target hit bossing skill, which is good, but it's not good for mobbing. I don't want to use Coma Rush forever, and I don't think anyone wants to use Coma Rush forever. Like, for sure, it can be good for trash mobs, but that's just like the main thing of it. It'd be better to have a dedicated mobbing skill that isn't just Coma Rush. Phil Brandish was about you had been arguing from the beginning. Brandish should be a bossing skill. Yeah, it should be a bossing skill. If you try to make it both, it's going to be bad at both. Like it'll be good at both, better than the previous kit, but it's not going to be that much better. It's just going to be kind of mediocre at both, comparison to other classes. 3 targets thought it was a shitty mobbing skill. You think people forgot a lot about bosses had multiple parts? I mean, yeah, no. I knew bosses had multiple parts. I just wanted to be able to have a mobbing skill and a bossing skill that wasn't just Coma Rush. And both they seems to have designed the design idea and design aesthetic of the class being Coma Rush is your mobbing skill, but that's not what people want when playing a hero. And when someone's playing a hero, you want that power fantasy of being a sword wielder, and you want to smack stuff with swords, and not, you know, summon the Eye of Agamotto to send your enemies to the Shadow Realm. Yeah, it's a simple class. Keep it simple. But it can still be kind of Brandish, but it'll be considered Power Strike. It's a Power Strike buff that makes it more like Brandish, or more like the original design philosophy of Brandish. Hey Xiaoyo, how you doing, man? You streaming today? And then it would make Slash Blast more like I don't know, Intrepid Slash, or that one Soul Slash from Mihail, original Mihail, with like the like crescent moon looking thing that shoots out and hits farther and whatever harder. You know, like there's a lot of things, a lot of different animations, different things you could do about that and make it cool, better than it is. Big maybe, yeah, it's big. It's always a big maybe, ain't it? As for Bowmaster, poor Bowmaster. Bowmaster needs a lot. They really, Bote kind of nerfed the fuck out of Bowmaster. Bowmaster really needs some shit. Its new mobbing skill that replaced its old new mobbing skill hits just as hard as its old third job mobbing skill and isn't any better. You mean the second job skill from OG Dawn Warrior? Yeah, that one. That's the one. Maybe it was OG Dawn Warrior. I thought it was OG Mihail. Where it was like a crescent moon slash. I could be wrong. I think it was. I'm remembering OG Mihail, but it could be OG Dawn Warrior. I don't think it was. OG Dawn Warrior was just a use slash blast and whatever. Yao Mom said, your turn on the Xbox. Chronic indecisiveness story of life. Of course. I tested out Bowmaster off stream, and it does not nourish my. I tested Bowmaster off stream, and it does about the same damage as you would in third job, which sucks. And it's basically a melee class. You don't have any range. What they need is to bring back what it was before. Arrow Storm buffs Arrow Rain into the skill that they just designed, like what Arrow Storm is now. And Arrow Storm is still what they showed off at the beginning with essentially the skill Arrow Stream, because it needs a long range attack and it needs that big AOE attack. It needs both, because you're a ranger and you need the choice to be able to do a long range attack that isn't single target. Otherwise, you're going to get into situations where you're essentially a melee class, and that's fine, but that's not what a lot of rangers want to play. That's not why they played a ranger, and it's not how it was before. And it needs like pretty big increase in damage there. They made it like I assumed that the damage numbers he brought down, Bote brought down from that class between showing it off and the playtest server was because they were really overtuned. Turns out it wasn't, and it needs those damage numbers, because now it just feels like third job except with a new animation. Fine, but he should really buff that, and it needs it. As for Corsair's again the only one that I haven't really seen much complaints about. I've never liked the battleship fucking skill. I never liked the battleship skill, so I don't give a single fuck about that skill. It needs some buff on the AoE portion of its attack, but I'm never going to use that attack, so it doesn't bug me too much. It's just a bossing skill to me, and I'm not going to be bossing on this character. This is on the same account as my DK. If I'm bossing on my DK. Or if Iran comes out, I'm just going to play Iran and fuck every other class. So, I like Corsair more than Buck, but I was going to play a Buck because it had a Kamehameha. But it doesn't have it anymore, so I'm not playing a Buck. Now I'm playing this. Those are the only classes I really have any opinions on. I have a couple opinions on Ice Lightning Mage. I have a level 60s Ice Lightning Mage. I like how they did the lightning skill, the chain lightning. I wish it was a little bit bigger horizontally, so it wasn't just like one really long line, and instead was kind of it could kind of branch a little bit more, but that might make it OP. I don't think that any of the mages should have a big AoE attack. I think they should be utility skills, and maybe leave the big AoE to Bishop with maybe a caveat. You also love the Kamehameha rather. You can see why some folks prefer the Dragon Strike, but turned you off the class. Exact. That's what I'm saying, right? I made the moment he showed off Pirate, I was like, fuck yeah. I'm making a pirate right now. I've already got all my other duders to 125. I have my hero 125. I have my DK 125 and my Bowmaster. Fourth character is gonna be a fucking Buccaneer baby, so I can Kamehameha the fuck out of enemies. And then he said in the thing with that little thing, would you rather have Dragon Strike? And like 60% of people said yeah. And everyone else was like no. And then there was me in the middle saying just give them both. They're two different skills. Have Dragon Strike be the replacement for the third job skill that no one likes. So when you put points into the Kamehameha skill, it makes the third job skill into the Dragon Strike. And then you just decided to get rid of the Kamehameha and just give us Dragon Strike. And I guess, you know, fuck everyone who likes the Kamehameha, I guess, right? So I'm not gonna be playing my Buccaneer anytime soon. Don't give a single fuck. Don't give a single fuck about that skill. I'm not here playing Street Fighter. I wanted my Dragon Ball Z fantasy, please. So I still have that character. I'm not going to delete it unless it comes out and there's never any changes to it and it's not what I want at all. Then I might delete it. Otherwise, I've got this new gunslinger that I think is rad as hell. Obviously, right now it feels like a bowman at this level range because of the exploding arrow, which is just exploding bullet. Same thing. It's probably the same hitbox, same everything, same damage, approximately. But come third job, we have a giant fucking flamethrower, so I'm stoked on that. Like redonkulous, ginormous flamethrower. Do I need a blaze capsule to make that good? Does the blaze capsule make the flamethrower better? Does the blaze capsule specifically make the flamethrower better? I have got a glaze capsule. It doesn't have any like specific text on it. But do I need it? Do I specifically need it? Like, do I need the capsule specifically to use those skills? If so, I have to go fucking grind one out. I've gotten one before, but I never kept it because I didn't have a fucking gunslinger. Boo, 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 boo. Ooh. Do you know, Posted Ham? Do you need the blaze capsule and the glaze capsule to use your flamethrower and ice flamethrower? Flamethrower and ice attack? Are those, like, necessary? 'Cause I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet. I'll have to grind it out. I should have one anyway, just in case. No clue. Outlaw is one of the only classes you haven't played. Oh, I see. I've played 2 warriors. I've played a bowman. I would love to make a crossbowman as well. I played a buck to 65 and a ice lightning to 62. And now I'm on my gunslinger. I also played a fire poison mage for a bit, but I deleted it for this outlaw, for this gunslinger. We'll find out. When I get there, I'll know if I have to get the fucking capsule. I probably will need to, but that's okay. That's okay. If I do, I do. If I gotta, I gotta. We'll figure shit out. No, but you have to have them equipped. They deal more damage. i.e. flame capsule increased flamethrower by 125%. Fuck. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Thanks, Peden Man. I appreciate that shit. Thank you for letting me know. I'm glad you knew. I didn't know. I'll have to get one. I think you can get them from, like, the fire golems, the firestone golems, the red ones. And you can also get them from somewhere else. Liking this remix? Thanks. I'm glad you like it. Fluid next. Whoever that was, thank you for the follow. It might have been Teed Man. I appreciate it if it was. If it was someone else, thank you. I appreciate it. We're lurker friendly. It doesn't tell me who followed, just so that someone did. So it doesn't put you on blast. But if you want to let me know if it was you, Yeah, I have a lot of MapleStory remixes. I got this one. I've got Night of Shirian, Minar's Dream, Meringue Heel, and Deep Sea, Bossa Nova jazz versions. Bossa Nova Hennessy's. That's right. This is Bossa Nova Floral Life. This one's good. They're all good though. All the Bossa Nova versions are really good. Very good Bossa Nova remixes. And actually, I kind of prefer this one over their original Floral Life, the Hennessy's theme. Well, hi for body buff. I'm all right, thank you though. I appreciate it, Kagrin. I appreciate it. I don't think there's anywhere that I would want to train that needs that buff at the moment. Bet for sure. Hell, I'm not even using my hero for raid. I probably will once we start doing like 999 quests. Maybe if I go to Crappies or I decide to go to like fire harps, blood harps. That's the word, blood harps. I don't know if blood harps are good for me. Maybe they'll kill me instantly. That's when I would need a fucking hyper body, but I don't think I need one. Train your assassin, hell yeah. What level's your assassin at? 9ish, yeah. We're both in these hell levels. We're both in the suffer levels. Assassin get an AoE attack skill in second job. I was thinking about making an assassin because I like how fourth job looked, but I ended up making a gunslinger instead. So if I do end up making one, that's something that'll kind of decide my decision making as to when I'm gonna make it. Because the two other, it does drain, but it's kind of weak. That sucks. Unfortunate. So you're kind of stuck using a single target skill the whole. God, I can feel it now. I am feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. The classes I want to make after this one are a paladin and an assassin. It's not the best thing ever. Drain is fine, Toasted Ham? You think Drain is fine? Okay. I'll find out when I make one eventually. Hello, Pia. Welcome in. Welcome in. You made a priest first so you can get the blessing of the fairy, and then some good assassin gear, including stars. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I made a DK first because my thought process on DK is it lets me fund a future Iran, which is my intent. I know Iran will eventually come to this server someday in the far future. Once Aku takes over the world, that's when we're gonna get Iran. And then Samurai Jack will come over and yeah, it's permanent on level 50, yeah. Will it? Yeah. Both is grinding? Yeah. I can't imagine, yeah, with all the updates, I can't imagine it'll come out this year. Earliest would be next year, I would imagine. Although, if he decided to do it as a Christmas thing, because Iran is a ice-themed class, I wouldn't turn my nose up at it. I'm sure he'll probably do Cygnus Knights first. If I was to guess, he'll probably follow the release schedule of original MapleStory, make Cygnus Knights first, since they came out before Iran. And when Cygnus Knights Iran, Evan Dualblade, I think, in that order. And then right when they did Big Bang, the same day of Big Bang, they also released the Resistance classes. So I wouldn't mind the Resistance class. It didn't come with. I think it just came with Battle Mage and Wild Hunter, but eh. Yeah, Mechanic came way later. He'd have to do a bunch of TLC for the No, Mechanic came quite a bit later, if I remember correctly. I think. I'm pretty sure. He'd have to do some TLC to make Mechanic work because it's more modern. Yeah, I remember. You'll be maining Mercedes? Oh, for sure, for sure. Mercedes is pretty cool. Original Mercedes was kind of cool. You had a unicorn. You have your pretty princess unicorn. I'll be maining Iran all day, every day. The moment Iran is out, I like fuck every other class. I don't care if I only go up to a third job on Iran at first. My Iran will be level 200 super fast because I'm just like a maniac when it comes to that class. Well, first of all, a while ago, at least like 6 months ago, more than that probably. I think it was last year, when Vaft was still working on this more often. Vaft showed me that he had already like designed the map icons and made it so Rien would show on the map. It doesn't show right now, but he showed me a Rien on the map as a teaser over here, wherever it normally appears. So it's very likely we'll get it eventually. I wouldn't be surprised if Vaft has already made the maps for it. It's just unreleased content so far because you'd have to make the class and the quests. When Boat Vaft and I used to play on R-Tail along with Dino Fries sometimes, but usually just the three of us. Not super often. And Boat, they basically said that he was going to make his own server at some point with blackjack and hookers because R-Tail sucked ass. And I was like, well, if you make it, you gotta make Iran eventually. And he said it won't be any time near release, but bet. So very very likely we'll get it eventually. Just R-Tail got boring. Yeah, we all quit around the same time. It was like right before 4th Job came out. Yeah, Vaft and Bote are the two admins. We used to play together on R-Tail when R-Tail was the only option, and then Bote was like, "I'm gonna make my own fucking thing because this thing sucks." Yeah, and I get it. I 100% agree. I would have helped. I'm just not really good at anything when it comes to making games. At least I can do animations, but they don't really need animations. They all already exist. I'm an animator, so I can do that. It's not anything else. Bote is a coder, and Vaft was familiar enough with the software to be able to do the map making, map designs and stuff. He doesn't really work on it now because he's too busy with work. But yeah, I've had a teaser just for map stuff. So we'll probably get it eventually. I can't imagine it'd be this year. It'll earliest will be next year. I also can't really imagine it'd be like 2028. So if I was to guess, when he starts doing stuff beyond the original stuff, it'd be turn down the music a tad, just like a very small. Sure. There you go. It'll be soon, TM. I mean, good. I'm sure he wants to get, guilds out. Excellent. Great. Thanks for letting me know that it was a little low. I'm sure he wants to get guilds out. He wants to get, like, all of the main maps out. So that would be the rest of Leafree and Korean Folk Town and Temple of Time. And he probably wants to get a bunch of PQs out. And probably bossing out before he even considers bringing out And maybe not all the bosses. But I'm pretty sure he wants to do all that before he considers releasing, like, Cygnus Knights, and then eventually Ron and Evan and Dualblade. Right? So those will probably come after all of the other stuff comes out. Oh, there's gonna be a Zack jump quest, easy. For sure. I'm pretty good at that jump quest. The 2 jump quests I'm very specifically decent at are the Zack jump quest and the Crimson Wood Forest jump quest. Every other jump quest in this game, kiss my ass, but those are the only 2 that I actually got decent at. In fact, that one android jump quest from Modern Maple, Wonderoid, the Wonderoid jump quest can go die in a hole. That jump quest was hell on earth. After doing the Wonderoid jump quest in Modern Maple, Zack jump quest ain't that bad. Zack jump quest, that'll take you maybe an hour. The Wonderoid jump quest, when Wonderoids first came out in like 2016, 2017, in like Reboot, maybe it was 2017 or 2018, but still, when it came out in Reboot, 1, it was a 5-stage jump quest. 2, you couldn't leave the jump quest once you started, so even if you completed one of the stages, you had to complete them all. You could log out between stages, but you couldn't log out when you were in a stage. You had to log out between stages. And if you left the jump quest, or you DC'd, or you logged out during the jump quest, you had to start all 5 stages over again. It took me 12 hours. I am not exaggerating. It took 12 hours to beat that jump quest. Not because it was like I was bad at it, because it was literally that hard. There was only a couple hundred people who completed the original Wonderoid jump quest because it was so difficult. They had to issue an apology afterwards and then re-release the event a couple months later with a much easier jump quest because the original jump quest was that hard. Which they had it that hard specifically because they didn't want people to get the Wonderoid. That's what I'm saying, Tosam. It was so difficult that people couldn't finish it. Like you could when the Wonderoid quest came out, you could do it day 1, right? There was no prerequisites. You just had to get through the jump quest and you'd get your Wonderoid heart and you'd get your Wonderoid. And the Wonderoid heart is still one of the best in slot things you can get in like Reboot and Modern Maple, right? People couldn't finish it. It was so difficult. It was so difficult. It caused people to quit. Because, like, you felt like you had to finish it. Because if you didn't finish it, you wouldn't have a best in slot item. It was a bunch of FOMO. One of the reasons why I no longer play, like, their insistence to make everything FOMO over at Nexon is like I don't play Modern anymore. It's one of the reasons why I don't really want to play, and I will play it when it comes out, just as a tester, for like maybe a week or 2. It's one of the reasons why I don't really want to play Classic World when it comes out, because they're gonna focus on FOMO again. They've always focused on FOMO. It's gonna be FOMO. Everyone knows it's gonna be FOMO. So, not that it's gonna come out anytime soon. Apparently, it's slotted to come out at the end of 2027. So we're not gonna see MapleStory Classic World for another year and a half. We might see a couple betas, but the release date isn't. The release date hasn't been announced yet, but they have it slotted for Q4 2027. I think this is because of some data leaks or something of that nature, but still. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, they announced it, so they're gonna release it sometime in 2026, probably early 2026. Early 2026 comes and goes. You know, they'll probably release it Q2 of 2026 as part of their anniversary. Like no, that passed. Okay, end of 2026. Final offer. No, end of 2027. Just everyone just snorting that copium. Yeah, Q4 2027. As someone who's worked in the animation and games industry, and has been playing fucking Nexon games since I was 10, like, there was no way on Earth it was going to come out before 2027. Everyone who said it was huffing copium. And I was adamant. I was like, the earliest is around the anniversary of 2027. We're likely going to get it end of 2027. And guess what? Guess who was right? The animator who's worked in the animation and games industry, who understands how these fucking cycles of making games works. And how Nexon is not very good at keeping good time schedules. So if they were going to release it, it's not going to be anytime soon. Yep, idle RPG. So there was no way this was going to release. Exactly, right? Nexon is not good at the release schedules. And when they don't have a good track record with their games. Every time they've released a game themselves, it's never been good. Nexon isn't the guys who made MapleStory. They got the team, most of that team, back together to make MapleStory Classic World, which is great. Good idea to do that, but it was Wizet. Yeah, it was Wizet. They bought Wizet and MapleStory so they could be the ones to run MapleStory, and they ran it into the ground. Still popular game. Still one of the top 10 MMOs played right now, like modern MapleStory is. But they really didn't manage it well. They're well liked in the like mobile game and like video game industry by like CEOs and whatnot as like a good forerunner of good business practices to make money with. They're the ones who came up with loot boxes. They're the ones that came up with like RNG mechanics. Yeah, they're the ones who like pioneered microtransaction manipulation and like loot boxes and things of that nature. They're the ones who came up with it and pioneered it. So Nexon is not a good company. But I mean, whatever. What are we gonna do, right? They've never once made a game themselves that was good. MapleStory 2 flopped because they focused on the idea of, well, you got to level up, you have to do questing. That's not what MapleStory players want. They want to grind to level up mostly. And if the quest is something you do, you need to be grinding as part of that quest to do it. But that's not how their questing was in that game. And then there was no end game content. And leveling up was really fast, which undermines every single aspect of MapleStory all in one. Let's see. You remember that Gachapon was the first RNG mechanics for paid currency out of... Yeah, that's right. Yep. You played the beta in the game itself, but you wanted, if you wanted to make another character, you had to do the quests again. Yeah, for sure. And I made like 3 characters in MapleStory 2. I thought it was okay. I got my main character was a thief, and thieves were really undertuned. It was like dual daggers, but they were a lot of fun to play. In terms of combat, but there really wasn't that much combat to do. Once you got the max level, it was like, okay, what do I do? I can do like the end game dungeon over and over again. That's all the content I get. And then they released more content, and it was like 2 bosses. It was like a big lizard boss, and like that's it. Nothing like iconic from MapleStory proper. Just new shit that no one really cares for. What are you gonna do, right? Nexon canceled it before they could actually make anything good out of it. They missed the boat. I don't think they could have really salvaged it anyway. They basically decided to double down and focus on MapleStory proper, which is what they should have done. MapleStory proper is where all their money is made, really. Welcome back, Kraz. What happened? Some cool shit happened? What cool shit? What cool shit happened? Do tell. Spill the can of beans, my friend. Spill your beans. Oh, you don't even have to be following a channel to get a gift sub there, by the way. All you have to do is have watched even like 10 seconds of their stream once. Actually, it can be like 2 seconds. If you click on a channel and click off, you can still get a gifted sub to it. But yeah, the one that you're following. That's good. Better that it's the one that you're following. And check it out. Yeah. Getter pilot, is that something related to your to mecha stuff? Something you understand? Gotcha. They were stoked on that. The Getter Robo reference. It's a mecha anime of some kind. I'm not certain. Kraz here is a huge mecha anime fan. Specifically mecha animes, including all the obscure ones like Getter Robo. Not obscure? I mean, yeah, but that still doesn't make it not obscure. It's probably to the mecha community, it's like the holy grail of like your of the continuity of the different animes that exist. But to a general anime fan, it's probably pretty indie at this point. Hello, Taha. Welcome in. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, right? The only like mecha anime that I've ever really watched was like some I don't remember. It was like some like swords and magic anime, but also mechas. I remember the name. You like Gargantia? See you later, Taha. Thanks for stopping and saying hi. Code Gaius? No. It was relatively newer. Knights and Magic, I think is what it was called. Waiting for Sea Shanty 2 for the pirate vibes. That's a good point. Knights and Magic was a light novel for, I mean, sure, but it was also an anime. It did get adapted. Yeah, that's the one that I saw a while ago. Have you not watched Knights and Magic, Graz? You only watched or read the light novel? A mecha anime that I've watched that Kraz hasn't watched? What? Yeah, Google being a piece of shit as usual. Remember back when Google was just a search engine and that's it? Haven't watched or read it yet? It was pretty good. I liked it. I'm pretty noob on mecha stuff, so stuff that interacts with other genres that I'm more interested in is kind of the way that I get into that kind of shit. I remember liking it a lot. It was pretty good. But keep in mind, that was like almost 10 years ago, so I couldn't tell you anything about it. I just remember liking it. I liked the vibes. That's kind of cool. Where am I training at exactly? Mini Dungeon Golem's Castle Ruins. It's right here. Sleepy Dungeon 4. Right there. Right there's where you get in and you just jump down. Bing, bing, boom. It's also the first ever modern isekai. Oh, that's cool. The first awesome. The first modern anime to start the curse. Ninja Castle is a bop, to be fair. Ninja Castle is very good. I'd love to see Ninja Castle. I want to see Showa Town too. Showa Town and Ninja Castle would be awesome. Blame it on Dunbine for sure. They cast the curse and everyone followed suit. Shield attack scroll 60, hell yeah. It was really hard to navigate in Ninja Castle though. Ninja Castle was kind of crazy to navigate. Unless you knew right where to go, it was like, what the fuck am I doing? Where am I? And at the very end was a jump quest with a mini boss. It was kind of like Crimson Wood, yeah, for sure. Gun Sword. A mecha western, that's kind of cool. And then back to the RuneScape music. Can't go wrong with that. Come on, 99%. Let me out of this hellhole so I can go somewhere else and kill some fish or something. It might be like commander skeletons or whatever. I forget what's next. We'll find out in a second. There it is. A dexterity. Gunbuster. Alright, I guess we're starting with our wings and recoil shot now. Okay, let's... First, we're gonna go in Lawless Harbor. Well, first, it's, yeah, Officer Skeletons, got it. We'll do Officer Skeletons. Nautilus Harbor, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna get rid of everything. I'll buy 30, why not? Escaflowne, I've heard of that one. I've heard of that one. I don't know if I've watched it. No, I haven't watched it. But I've heard of it. See if we can get anything good. Probably not, right? It's not really worth doing the Getchpon here, but I'm doing it anyway. I've already gotten the pack. I've already gotten... well, I mean, I could go for brown work gloves, but eh. Eh. The Getchpon tickets. So we got... Okay. That's a really good white pioneer. Now that's a good pioneer. So we're keeping that. Mighty bullet. A lot of high strength overalls that I don't need because they're high strength. Hey, there's our blaze capsule. Don't need to look for that no more. That's great. Fan-fucking-tastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. Don't gotta look for that. Oh, a concerto. We'll go ahead and save that because I don't know how rare those are. Concerto. 4-dex glove. Don't need it. Because I have 11 attack on my gloves. I already got a shiny bolt as well. 2 of them. Look at this. Look at this good-ass peacemaker. Good-ass peacemaker. It's too bad. I mean, I'm sure it'll be good. I'm sure it'll be fine. Now, why do I gotta get all these high-strength overalls? I'm sure that's fine. It's just like, man. This one's the best one though, with the 5 dex and 13 strength. And there was nothing else, right? Nothing else worthwhile. Infinity's Wrath. I guess maybe I'll keep it. There we go. Sell the rest. We got some good shit from that. That was a pretty good pull. Excellent. Now let's go over to the here. How many do I have? 2,000. Okay. Exchange scrolls. Give me... I don't need bottom armor mobility. Get rid of all those, please. Gun for attack. I need those. Knuckler attack, though. I don't need those. Top wear luck. Luck my balls. Top wear strength. Well, it's only one. Get out of my inventory. Exchange scrolls, 2-handed axe, 12 of them, huh? 10 of those. And 11 of those. Okay, now 5,000, huh? That's pretty good. We're gonna 55 attack on our gun. 5 dex. Fast 5. Fast 5, 61 attack. Okay, let's get some Trading Scrolls gun. And then Trading Scrolls gun 60%. 10 of them. Let's check out our luck. Okay. Definitely not going to throw a second one on there because that'd be stupid. Cool, 74 attack, Burning Hell is pretty good. I think. Don't need the second one. Like this gun has the same stats as a level 90 gun. And a concerto. Actually, these are the same. That's funny. Pretty good, pretty good. My wife and I went to a lake and swam in it. Yeah, I took a shower when we got home and now I'm good. Okay, Cody, take these off my hands. We're gonna go pick up that quest. It was a lake. We saw one fish. Okay, let's go to Sleepywood. For sure. We're gonna take the VIP cab to excavation site. Officer skeletons, please. I'll officer my balls. 4 shore and 7 cocks ago. That's a pretty good gun. That was a nice 20-ish attack increase from the gun alone. Finally got a little bit of scrolling luck there. Let's grab my alt tutor. Wouldn't be a bad idea to get some, what's the word? Rage? Another 30 increase. Yeah, that guy. The guy who likes mecha anime or whatever. Yeah. I don't speak Korean, my friend, but welcome in. We'll probably be online by the end of the stream. Okay. Maybe I'll raid him. You'll have to send me him. Bam. Rage. Just a rat in the cage. Man, that 4K line is pretty juicy. Hello, welcome in. Melon. I forget, he's a VTuber, right? Or a PNG tuber, I think, right? Is like a PNG tuber of like a mecha or something? Yeah, we'll definitely raid the guy, Kraz. We'll definitely raid the guy. As long as he's on when I go raid, we'll raid the guy. That's cool. Just send me his the link to his channel over on Discord, and I'll go over there once we decide to stream, or once we decide this to raid out. Thank you. Gundamonium. That makes sense. Boop, boop. We're gonna hit ads in the next, like, 5 minutes or so. Just as you know. Zaku from Gundam. I wouldn't know. Maybe I'll recognize it once I see it, but I don't recognize it off the top of my head as a word. Yeah. I am aware. I might recognize that, I don't know. If it's a famous mecha, I might recognize it, but otherwise I won't. Ooh. Is there any better for these? I don't think it is, right? I think this is probably the best spot. Oh, no, this is better. You just remembered. Well, you just remember. A hypothetical, and it's not the meme. Let's hear it, Kraz. I'm all ear. Not a variation of an old one. Okay, that's good. Let's hear it. I will unbutton my ears just for you. I think this would be like officer skeletons, right? I mean, the, like, horseback ones. No, it's these guys. Okay, good. So you have a chance for 10 million, sure? Wait, shit, hold on, sure. I await your I await your hypodermic needle. All ear, Kraz, all ear. This is a ChronoStory remix, you're right. Tropical House remix. Right, Fluid Nexus. You got it right on the money, man. Welcome back, Krez. Okay. Yeah. One of two things, sure. Sure. The adoption one. If I have to choose one, I'd rather do the adoption one. Like if I had to do it specifically, the adoption one is the least fucked up. Now, of course, you could do the transplant one back at the last second and say, psych, here's your actual organ donor, and bring in someone that you had set up for the organ donation. For sure. That could be something you do. And then it'd be fine. And then of course there's nothing says you can't burn the adoption papers after adopting them. But if it's at face value, gotta say it and run out of the hospital for sure. If it's at face value and it is exactly how it sounds like, the only one that is reasonable is the first one. The second one is next level fucked up. Completely next level fucked up. Yeah, the fake adoption is better if you have to do one. A new one, let's hear it. Blown or smothered, right? For every minute you take it up the butt, you get $10. How long do you take it? Real or fake? None. I'm not into men. $10 is $10, bro. Yeah, but like you're asking what is would you take what? $600 an hour to be a prostitute is what you're asking. Fake? I mean, until I physically can't. Yeah, I think the answer is until I physically can't. If it's with my wife and it's consensual, until I physically can't. I mean, yeah, if it's my wife doing it and it's all Gucci and all above board, yeah, until I physically can't. You know? If I'm doing it to myself, same thing until I physically can't. As long as it's not some other person that I don't know, or even someone that I do know that isn't my wife. You know, if as long as it's one of those two options, then I'm good. Right? Again, $600 an hour is $600 an hour. Money's money, and if it's with my honey, I'm fine with it, man. As long as there's no one else watching, I'm good. It's like some magical genie shit. That's fine. Cool with it. I'm not exactly adverse to the idea to begin with, per se. It's just not my thing. If my wife was super jazzed about wanting to do that kind of thing, I would probably do that kind of thing for her for free. You know what I mean? If it's something my wife wanted to do and wanted to try, I would let her do that. But like, that's because I'm a good loving husband. So like, it's not. I'm just kind of glad my wife doesn't want to do that kind of stuff, because that's a little weird to me. But I'd let her try it if she wanted to. Specifically, you know what I mean? You're a good man, Arthur Merpins. I mean, for sure. It's not my preference, but I'm fine doing what my wife wants to do. The only thing that I'm adverse to is sticking mine in her butt, which sounds weird saying it out loud, but it's just like, I think that's kind of gross. I think that's kind of gross. I don't think I'd be able to keep it up for that kind of thing. It would be less of a I'm willing to try for my wife, and more of a the soldier isn't at attention for it. You know what I mean? Funky conversation, Graz. Funky conversation. Good old butt stuff talk. More like what you're willing and comfortable with talks, right? Getting there. 500 kills. A little more than 500 kills. My birthday number of kills, 526. Now we're at 530. Locatio, welcome in. That makes sense. That would make sense. Your thing didn't want to tell you that I was live until just now. Rude of it. That's rude. Hiding me from my friends. Shadow banned. Saw you over at Honey's stream yesterday. I guess she's having another stream soon. She just hit 400 followers on Twitch. That's cool. I'm getting there. I'm almost at 350 myself. I was at 300 less than a month ago. Like 30 days ago. Something like that. Actually, it was a little more than 30 days ago. We got to 300 the day after or like 2 days after my anniversary stream, so like a month and a week ago. The beginning of May. It's gonna be May. So maybe one of these days I'll catch up to Honey. We were even for a while, actually, to be fair, Honey and I. Me and Honey and me. Which I know seems random. Yes, sometimes it just don't happen because Twitch hates me. Sometimes it just don't happen because Twitch hates me. That's why at the Discord server, on my Discord server, I also just started posting in Honey's as well for the self-promotion thing. But Honey and I used to be higher follower count than Honey, and then Honey fucking just like zoomed past me real fast. Doing real well, better than I, despite not streaming every day and only streaming for a couple hours a day. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's because I'm not niching down. I'm not niching. He's not niching. He's not niching. Might be my fault. Right now I am niching down. I'm basically only playing ChronoStory. But you know what? That's fine. I know my niche. I know what I'm doing. The things that I want to do specifically. My niche is being cozy dumb streamer man who plays ChronoStory and roguelites and card games and some MMOs. You don't check Discord ever? That's strange. I use Discord every day. I use Discord many a time. I don't know how many people on my Discord actually find out that I'm streaming via my Discord. Kraz, where do you figure out when I'm streaming? Is it me posting it in Discord, or is it Twitch notifications, or some other way that I don't know of? Charismatic Convoy. If you're still here, Kraz. He might be pondering the orb at the moment. The xylophone on this song, perfect for killing skeletons too. Brain blast. Kraz, what is the system for notification for when I'm streaming? What do you see that causes you to know that I'm streaming? Is it Discord notifications? Is it Twitch notifications? Is it YouTube notifications? Is it something else? Discord, yeah. I figured. That's why I gotta use that Discord ban. Pain. Pain and suffering. Infinite wealth, but your balls spend a lifetime trying to escape heat seeking to the nearest sharp object. I mean, I don't really think I keep my balls very close to stuff that is, that could cause them pain. So, I don't know. That's a tough one. Infinite wealth's infinite wealth, right? Probably go with the infinite wealth. They seek freedom. Those of you that are coming in for the first time on Twitch from the ChronoStory side, don't forget to leave a follow. I'd appreciate it. I stream every single day. Lots of ChronoStory. Most days are ChronoStory these days. And once 4th Job comes out, I'll play it a lot more too. I'll keep playing it for a while until I get bored, and then I'll play some other games for a while until like Iran comes out, or I'll play this game every once in a while. But lots of ChronoStory. We'll play Classic World when it comes out too. Good choice, Merps, for sure, for sure. Boop, boop, boop. Is that another one? Wow, fucking record number of hypotheticals for you, Krez, today. Get a hobo drafted or give a hobo fake money? I don't get anything out of this. I just have to pick one. I'm just doing it for the love of the game. Choose or die. I mean, either way doesn't really seem like that big of a deal. Give the hobo fake money, whatever. Make the hobo join the military. He has free room and board, meals, money, pension, fucking health insurance. I mean, like, being joining the military isn't exactly a big deal if you're homeless. It's just getting accepted to join the military if you're homeless is difficult. So unless you're like staunchly a hobo that is anti-war, like I think having them join the military would be good for them in general, because it would give them an income, it would give them housing, food, purpose. Depends on the person though. Structure. I don't think either thing is all that fucked up. Giving him fake money is kind of rude. Giving him getting him drafted is different. My model is freaking out a little bit. Lots of O's again. Let me turn off this light. How about that? Much better. Much better. Too much light that time. Too much light that time. Fixed it immediately. What's with the dang it, Kraz? What's with the dang it? Was I too level-headed with your hypothetical? Super gosh. The puzzle master has been thwarted yet again. I've got a hypothetical for you, Kraz. A hypothetical for you. You're allowed to choose. You shall pay for this. You're allowed to choose any number of the following options. Any number of the following options. However, each time you for each option you choose, you get a drawback. And I'll tell you the options you can choose from. And then I'll also, and at the end I'll tell you the drawback for choosing them. You have 5 options. The first option is $10 million. The second option is super speed, along with the ability to withstand being, the friction of it. The third option is to become learn all languages. The fourth option is what was it? Fuck. Fourth option. It was another superpower of some kind. Let's say shape-shifting. And then the fifth option is the ability to speak with animals. But if you choose one, the nearest 10,000 people to you know who you are, knows your address and your current legal address, your name, your face, and everything. You choose 2, it increases to 100,000 people. 3, 1 million people. 4, 100 million. And 5, 1 billion people. So if you were to choose all 5, the nearest 1 billion people to you know exactly everything about you. Who you are, your name, your address. And the powers that you and the options that you chose, essentially. They're not just learning who you are and where you are. They're learning the options that you chose. So the nearest, like, if you only chose $10 million, the nearest 10,000 people to you right now would know exactly where you are and know you just got $10,000. You know? I mean, $10 million, rather. It goes 10,000, 100,000, million, 100 million, and then billion. How many know if you chose shape-shifting? If you only chose shape-shifting, the closest 10,000 people to you would know you have that power. They know where you live. They know what you look like. They know your name. They know your workplace. They know everything, man. They don't know like your social security number. Oh, actually, here's a funny one. They know your phone number and your main email address as well, so they can spam call you if they want to. But they don't know like stuff like your social security number, and they don't know. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that fucked? Hey man, you just get like 7 phone calls a day? Hey man, is it true you can shapeshift? Is that true? Just the most annoying shit ever. Of course, you can change your phone number after the fact, or change where you live after the fact. And you can choose any number of them. I'll tell you what I'd do. What I'd do after after you decide to choose. Because I'm gaming this fucking system, by the way. I will always choose to game the system if I can. So. I know, it is the one. That is the one you wish you had in life. Oh, I've already completed this a while ago. Let's leave this fucking place. So first of all, I'm gonna game the system. I'm gonna move. I'll rent an apartment in like Oregon or something like that, and I'll move there, just for like a month without my wife. I'll have my wife change my phone phone carrier to hers, and have her have the phone number and get a new phone number. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to China first. Okay. China first. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pop the choices. I'm picking all the choices except for animal speaking, because I don't want to speak to animals. I don't want to know what the fuck they're thinking or talking about. But I'll take shapeshifting, money, teleportation, and speaking all the languages on Earth. And then I'm just gonna teleport home to my house, my apartment. Go ahead and get rid of that, and then go back home, the actual home. After that, easy peasy. I don't mind if a bunch of people in China know my name and what I look like. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do, right? You know how many people are in China? So many people. You'd essentially have to pick teleportation to be able to get out of China real fast. The amount of people who know you is fixed, and it's the nearest people to you. So if you're in a different country, they're not gonna know. Like they'll know who you are, but how are they gonna be able to act on it? Like maybe there's gonna be some people from the United States, but as long as you moved and change your phone number first, then you can move back. Like you move far away, and then you can move back. Right? Then it's all probably fine, essentially. But you'd want to go to like China first. You don't want a bunch of Americans knowing who you are, because if you live in America, that fucking sucks. And if you lived in China, you'd want to go to like America first, because then like what are they gonna fucking do, right? $100 million people in China? That's all China. That's just the amount of people in whatever province you're in. Like, and then they just teleport away. I think you're fine. Boop, boop, boop. Boo-boo-doo-boo-doo-boo. Boo, boo, boo. I'm a goddamn genius for sure, for sure. Got that quest done. We're at level 61. Let's go to Alinea and go over to let's see if we can kill Crappies well. And we can train at Crappies from now on. If Crappies don't do well, we can go and try out other areas too. Boo, 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 boo. I don't want to go to Turkey City. I want to go to Alinea. We can try out Blood Harps if Crappies are crappy. Hello, Joel. Take me home, country roads. Down, down, down. Boo boo. Boo boo. Okay, Dolphin. You passed the fuck out? Well, welcome back, Kara. This sharp button. Cunts? Don't say that. That's rude. Don't say alright, welcome. Boo, boo, boo. 39. Bean Boy? That's kind of funny, actually. Bean Boy is kind of funny. Bean Boy. That's pretty good. This EXP is pretty good. If I can handle crappies, I wonder if I can handle... Let's go try blood harps. Let's go try blood harps. See if they're better. As long as they can't one-shot me, they should be better. As long as they can't one-shot me. Famous last words, by the way. Famous last words. No better famous last words were ever spoken. I jumped down by accident. Take me to Lee Free. Lee Free so I can be free. Be free like my balls, for sure, for sure. What's wrong? People prefer blood harps. Is there a safe spot for this? Not particularly. They can still hit me from really far away. They have big fucking hitbox. Let's try blood harps. You think my avatar is a 10 out of 10? I think. Crest, can you read that? Weird but cartoonish. 10 out of 10. Excellent. Lovely. That is an excellent opinion and correct. I appreciate that. Absolutely correct. Music might be a little bit quiet, at least for this song. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, blood harps are the way to go for this guy. With his explosive fucking shot. EXP here is kind of insane. Extraordinarily insane, even. Let's give it a look. And that's pretty insane. And that's pretty insane. Dare you say crazy? Not really crazy, just really good. Dang, man, that's crazy. About 3 mil EXP per hour is pretty good, I would say. Pretty good, feller. Pretty good. Already at 90%. Like, fuck me. 3 mil per hour is 3 levels an hour. Every level in 20 minutes. Which is fucking ridiculous. For this level range, that's ridiculous. At this speed, we'll get to level like 70 next stream, easy. Maybe not easy, but we'll probably get to level 70 in like 2 more streams, and that'll increase our leveling speed exponentially, like ridiculously so, because we'll finally have our good ass giant fucking mobbing skill. The good giant fucking mobbing skill. Dexterity. And now we can put stuff in the recoil shot. Excellent. Okay, Codester. Let's switch characters for just a moment. Take me to Ludibrium, please. Ludibrium. Down to the first floor. Let's grab my chaos crystals. Let's grab my chaos crystals, my chaos emeralds. Of which I have one. And some dexterity. And some power. And some wisdom. What I need is luck though, so it doesn't matter. Can't make more yet. So we got 2 tries. Give me first unwelcome guest gun, please. Gun. I can't make any. Because I'm missing money? Yes. And sapphires, probably. I have sapphires, I'm just missing money, okay. Should have realized that I'm stupid. Merpins, give me 10 million. There we go. There we go! Back down to the bottom. Make me a gun, please. Hey, lady, make me a gun. 1. And I will upgrade it to second unwelcome guest. Gun. 1. I don't know if it's gonna be better than the current gun I have. In fact, it might not be. Like, it might be significantly worse. Let's see. It's gonna be level 67, I think. Yeah. It has 61 weapon attack. Has some jumping speed on it for some reason. My current gun has 72, so I think I'm just gonna upgrade this to the third, and I'm gonna keep my current gun for a while. $69. Yeah, this could be better than my current gun. So we're gonna go ahead and re-roll stats. Seven dex, 7 speed. Still 69. I have no more of the crystals. It's fine. I'll have to re-roll it some more. We need fucking lucky crystals. Oh well, we don't have any of those. Well, we have our next gun upgrade at level fucking 87. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, you said the guy. Hold up, that's gonna be the guy. The guy, Kraz. The guy. You there, Kraz? You there, Krasmatic Convoy? Thank you guys for coming to the stream. If you enjoyed, hopefully like and subscribe and a follow here on Twitch. I'd very much appreciate it. I stream every single day. He's live. We're gonna go ahead and raid someone. I haven't seen them. This is Kraz's friend. Kraz's dude. Kraz is a mod there, I think. Thank you guys for coming. Everyone have a good rest of your night and whatnot. I'll be back tomorrow with more stuff. We'll try to get this guy up to fucking. You're gonna love him. Okay, cool. We're gonna try to get my guy up to higher level next time. Probably level 70. Anyway, in the meantime, tip your waitress. Goodbye.